everyone, I'm Tanvi Chaturvedi and we are here again to discuss a new topic today, which is currency types. So, what are the SAP currency types we are being offered? So, when I'm talking about currency and currency types into SAP, currency is something that is currency means it is, let's say, INR or USD or AUD or dinar or euro or pound. So whatever is the currency, that is what is currency in SAP. When I specifically talk about currency types into SAP, we are given some 10 types of currency provided by SAP in S/4HANA when I specifically talk about. So what we are going to discuss is what are these types of currencies and what are the relevance of all of these. So when I talk about the currency types, we do have 00 currency type, which is document currency. So this is my document currency 00. When I'm talking about document currency, this is the currency in which you are actually posting the transaction, irrespective of what is my local currency. That means local currency means in which I am, whatever is my company code is operating into, or your country's currency. So you can, always post onto a different currency. Means, let's say my company code currency means local currency is INR, but certain invoice I am recording onto is into USD. So that is what is my document currency. Coming to second one, which is 10, it is my company code currency. So when I'm talking about company code currency, every company code must use local currency as company code currency. Let's say if I do have company operating in India, means mandatorily they should report in INR. Irrespective of whatever transaction I am posting onto which currency, irrespective of that, I should mandatorily also record my transaction in company code currency. So again, same example, this is my company code currency and which I'm going to define at company code level, and this is going to be specific for my company code. Coming to 11th and 12th, we would see first before that major currencies we would look at. So when I'm talking about 20, it is going to be my controlling area currency. So we can always, use different currency for controlling area other than company code currency. Whatever currency we are assigning in controlling area, and if you assign that company code to controlling area, then by default system would pick up that controlling area currency. Means my company code is defined in INR and I'm assigning that company code to my controlling area. So system would pick automatically INR as controlling area currency. But I always do have an option to define a separate currency for my controlling area. Coming to 30. 30 is my group currency, which is defined at SCC 4 and this is defined at client level. So group currency is something that is defined at client level and can be used for all company codes and can be used for FI module, specifically for GL module. Coming to next one, which is 40, 31, 32, we would say. First coming to 40. So 40 is going to be my hard currency, which I'm going to define in OY01. And 50 is my index-based currency, which is again defined at OY0. Understanding both of these, hard currency and index-based currency. So when I'm talking about hard currency and index-based currency, see, every country will ideally report in its local currency. What I told you, local currency, when I'm talking about, it means it is company code currency. So every country will report in company code currency. If it is India, it will be in INR. If it is US, if it is America, it is going to report in US dollar. Now that will be my primary currency in which I'm going to do the reporting. But there are certain countries whose currencies are very volatile. Like example, Indonesia, Zimbabwe. Like you can look at the currency. Means in exchange of 1 unit of, let's say this, my company code currency is what I have given as INR. In exchange of INR, there is hundreds of units of Indonesian currency or Zimbabwe currency, right? Means we cannot, means they are highly volatile and inflation is very high. So we cannot always, keep recording the transaction in local currency if there is high level of volatility. For that reason, they also, report or record the transactions in a different currency, which is quite stable and there are not much fluctuations into that currency. For that reason, we are using hard currency and index-based currency. So SAP has given this for more of volatile currencies and more of when they are inflated countries. For that cases, SAP has given us hard currency and index-based currency. When I'm talking about 60, it is global company currency. Global company currency, example, let's say my company is operating in Kuwait. So dinar I can add as my global company currency. I do have that option. Again, company code currency is mandatory. Coming to last one, this is controlling object currency. Now, what is controlling object currency? See, irrespective of my controlling area currency, I do have cost centers, profit centers, and control. What I'm talking about is controlling objects. So cost centers, profit centers. For these, I can always use a different currency. Like for each profit center and cost center, you have an option to always define a different currency that is other than controlling area. Okay, for example, now let's say my controlling area, I'm like using USD. For my other profit center, I want to, define some other currency. For some cost center, I want to define some other currency. So I can always use those. Coming to 11, 12, 31, 32. When I'm talking about this, we do have something called as group reporting. Group valuation and profit center valuation. So further segregation SAP has given for this. So company code currency for this is for group valuation. So this topic we would understand in next lecture, what is group valuation and what is profit center valuation. So this is my 11 and 12, and when I'm talking about 31 and 32, it is same group currency. So I do have group currency only, and this is for group valuation, and this is for my profit center valuation. So for both of these separate valuation, when I'm doing parallel valuations for this separate, if I'm using parallel valuations, then currencies are further split. Group currencies further split into two parts, and company code currency also they have given two, two options when I'm using parallel valuations. Now coming to modules. In GL module, I can use all of these currencies. Coming to CO, I can use document currency. I can use controlling area currency. I can use group currency. And I can use controlling object currency into CO. When talking about asset accounting, I can use document currency, company code currency, and the third one is I can use is group currency. So these three I can use for asset accounting. If I GL module, I can use all of these. Now coming to what levels are these assigned to? So when I'm talking about company code currency, it is defined at company code level. Specifically for company code, it is being defined. Okay. Coming to controlling area currency when I'm assigning specifically my company code, it is going to pick from there. Otherwise, this is going to be, at controlling area level. So, okay, then group currency when I'm talking about, so let's say it is at controlling area level. Group currency when I'm talking about, it is at client level. Hard and index based are both at country level. Global company is again at company code level. And controlling object is at controlling area level. So this is how these are, these currencies are defined into SAP. Sorry, currency types are defined into SAP. Apart from, let's say 10, I want one 11th currency type. So I will have to, first define it as currency type into SAP. I have to make the assignment in Finessi_ledger, and then I can proceed with. So this is how it is. Now till 1505, we were allowed only three currencies. For ledger and company code combination, what I'm telling you is that Finessi_ledger, where we are defining. But from 1609, SAP, allowed us to define, have 8 freely definable currency. Let's go to the logon pad and I will show you Finessi_ledger. So here we do have, currency types. When let's say I'm talking about freely definable currency. So let's say I'll go to this. Sorry. I do have currency types. And here I can, define my currency types. And let's go to company code. Let's go to 3000. And let's open this. And here we do have the currencies which we can define. So this is my first FI currency. This is global currency, second FI currency. I can click on plus, and this is how I'm going to define 10 freely definable currency. I can keep on adding, plus plus, and I'll define. So this is how, 8 currencies are there. So, okay. Thanks all of you for watching the video. You can, drop a comment in comment box if you do have, particular some requirement on which you require me to make a video. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone.